No, but seriously, how hard was that decision to make? It was a hell of a decision.
To be honest, it wasn't. It hasn't felt that hard in the last week. It hasn't felt like a big decision for me because I'd mentioned it when I first announced it that I'd been thinking about it for some time, and it was probably pre-South Africa that I'd kind of made my mind up there. To shed a small amount of light on it, I actually turned around to my wife before South Africa and said, "Look, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
You know, I've really enjoyed myself, but I've had enough now."
Yeah.
And she went, "No." I said, "What do you mean, no? I'm pouring my heart out to you here. Getting very emotional. You know, it's the end of my England career. That's it, done." She was like, "No, you can't." I said, "Why?" She said, "Well, I've already booked a holiday with the girls and my mum with the kids in Croatia for a week. And if you don't go, you'll then either have to come with us."
Which she doesn't want.
Which she didn't want.
Yeah.
And also it'll affect our time off because we'd planned it on my time off being
Post-tour.
Well, you know, you've been thinking about it for quite a while.
Yeah.
We're a year out from the World Cup, which is quite a big deal, I would have thought. We're going into the autumn internationals where you could have made a hell of a lot more coin. Like, why
It's not
now?
about the coin.
Exactly, but why now?
I just had enough, mate. Like we've said, I've got a young family. My boy's 4.5. He's just started school, and my little girl's 2.5. And we plan on having more and having a nice big family. And I'd really enjoyed my time with England. I'd really enjoyed playing international rugby, but that's my priority.
Yeah.
My family is, as soon as I had kids, completely flipped my perspective on life. It's the same old cliche, isn't it? Everyone says it, but when I have my kids, they're number one. And I just need to be around more, mate. Half the year I'm away.
That's the point.
I've been away for it all. If my drive is to be with my family, enjoy being a family, being around for them, and then to focus on my club commitments and where we are and where we're trying to go as a club is going to take a huge level of sacrifice as well.
It's true that you think about it. So, and people probably look at Joe's decision and are split down the middle. Some people will be like, fair play, that's unbelievable, wanting to spend time with his family, prioritising what's important to him, because ultimately you only get one shot at being a dad, right, in terms of your family. So other people will go, "Oh, I can't believe he's given up the opportunity to play for England." And I said it in a column last week with Rugby Pass. You get to play at Twickenham in front of a full house or wherever it is, whatever game in the Six Nations, the World Cup, whatever. It's unbelievable. But that is like a tenth of the job that you're doing with England. And it is a job. It's playing rugby, which is a job. It's a privilege. But if you think about it, so autumn internationals, there's 4 games this autumn. They're away for 5 weeks, plus the camp previously. So that's nearly 6 weeks they're away before you get to November. Then in January, there's another camp, isn't there, normally? Before you're away from pretty much the last week in Jan through to the end of March. And you might get the odd day at home here or there. Very rarely. You know, if you're playing regularly, which he's always in the match day 23, right? So, you know, even if you go get a Sunday off, you still got a physio and recovery and all that crap. And, you know, the beatings that these boys take now, you don't get home. You don't get to see your family. It's a lot of time. So then you go through end of Jan through to the end of March pretty much without seeing them. Then the summer, you can write off end of the season on a pre-World Cup camp. You're going from pretty much, you might get a couple of weeks off in June all the way through to the end of October when the World Cup ends. So you're pretty much writing off a year. It's on.
I'd spoken to Neil Hatley. He'd been coming to the club and stuff like that, and we'd been talking about different scrum bits, nausea bits like that. But you know, I'd kind of gone along with it because I
Playing the game,
still weighing it up a little bit. And then when it got down to the camp, first of all, the Bristol game, I played like an absolute helmet. Which
2 syllables.
often happened around sort of England time.
Right.
That sort of mindset manifested because it would be like, yeah, I'm talking quite honestly and frankly. I don't want to give too much, but the sort of anxiety I would get
Yeah.
about having to leave and go away again
Yeah.
would start to manifest itself in giving away even more dull penalties and looking for outs,
Yeah.
looking for a yellow card, looking for a red card.
Oh, really?
Because if I could pick up a ban,
Yeah.
then that's an easy way out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without actually pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
And after that game, I said, I can't keep doing this. I
Yeah.
can't keep doing this roller coaster, and it's not fair on my family, and it's not fair on the club.